Hi everyone. Hope you all are good. We are here for grade 7 math. You can find all the lessons on aplusstudents.com. You have to log in there using your email address and password is provided by the administrator. Then you have to select math from the subject tab. Scroll down to grade 7 math and then click on view all lessons. There you can find a list of the chapters. We're going to start with the chapter Operations with Decimals. The lessons we're going to cover today are divide decimals, divide decimal by whole numbers, word problems, estimate sums and differences, estimate sums, differences and products of decimals, add, subtract, multiply and divide decimals, word problems. So please make sure you have your notebook and pencil so that you can note down the important examples and definitions as well. Here I am on grade 7 math. Chapter we are on right now, operations with decimals. Let's just start with the lesson that is divide decimals. Divide 949 divide 949.4 by 2. So let's just divide 949.4. Let's just divide. 2 times 4 is 8. 9 take away 8 is 1. Let's just bring 4 down. That makes 14. 2 times 7 is 14. So 14 minus 14 is 0. Let's just bring the other digit down, that is 9. So 2 times 4 is 8. 9 minus 8 is 1. Put a decimal point on the quotient and bring 4 down. 2 times 7 is 14. 2 times 7 is 14, so that is 474.7. Let's just start with the test questions. Divide 5.49 divided by 3. 5.49 divided by 3. 3 times 1 is 3. 5 take away 3 is 2. Here you have a decimal point. Put decimal point in quotient. Now bring the next digit down. Count the power of 3 until 24. 3 times 8 is 24. 24 20 take away 24 is 0. Now bring the next digit down. 3 times what number is 9? 3 times 3 is 9 and 9 take away 9 is 0. Option number 1 is the correct option. That is 1.83. Option number 1 is the correct option, that is 1.83. Option 1 is the correct option. Divide 9.32 divided by 4. Option 1. Okay, let's just divide and see. 9.32 divided by 4. Please don't guess the answers, right? 4 times 2 we can go. 9 times 9 take away 8 is 1. We have a decimal point over here. Put decimal point over here and now bring the next digit down. We need to count a table of 4 until 13. 4 times 4 times 3 is 12. 13 take away 12 is 1. Now bring the next digit down. 4 times 3 is 12. That is 2.33. Option number 1 is the correct option. Option number 1 is the correct option. That is 2.33. Option 1 is the correct option. Very good. Nine hundred 49.4 divided by 2. 949.4 divided by 2. 2 times 4 is 8. 9 take away 8 is 1. Now bring the next digit down, that makes 4. 2 times what number is 14? 2 times 7 is 14. 14 take away 14 is 0. Now bring the next digit down. 2 times what number is 9? 2 times 4 is 8. We have a decimal point over here, so put decimal point in the quotient. 2 times 7 is 14. 14 take away 14 is 0. That is 474.7. Option number 2 is the correct option. Please do each and every question on your notebook. That's why most of you usually don't know how to do the long division math questions with long division method. Six hundred and 50.5. 5 times 1 is 5. 6 take away 5 is 1. Now bring the next digit down, that is 5. 5 times 3 is 15. Now bring the 0 down. 5 times 0 is 0. Now put a decimal point. Bring 5 down. 5 times 1 is 5. Take away 5 is 0. That is 130 point. That is 130.1. Option number 1 is the correct option. Oh, the lesson by yourself later today. Let me just move on to next lesson. The next lesson is multiply, divide decimals by whole numbers, word problems. Let's just start with the lesson. Let's just start with the test questions. Stanley's road paving company used 591.55 tons of cement, pave 4 million miles of road. How many cement average did the company use per mile? 591.55 divided by 4. 4 times 1 is 4. 5 take away 4 is 1. And bring 9 down. 4 times 4 is 16. 19 is 3. Now bring 1 down. 4 times 7 is 28. 29, 30, 31, 3 here. Put a decimal point over here. Now bring the 5 down. 4 times 8 is 32. 32 take away 32. 35 take away 32. 3 bring the 5 down. 4 times 8 is 32. Now we have 3. We don't have any more digit. Now bring a 0 down. 4 times 7 is 28. Now we have 2 here and put 0. 4 times 5 is 20. 20 take away 20 is 0. Option number 1 is the correct option. 147.8875. Option number 1 is the correct option. That is 147.875. Option number 1 is the correct option. A soda factory produced 37.69 liters of root beer in 2 minutes. How much root beer on average did the factory produce each minute? 37.69 divided by 2. Let's just divide. 2 times 1 is 2. 3 take away 2 is 1. Now bring 7 down. Right? That's why I added a 0. So that is 18.845. Option number 2 is the correct option. Option number 2 is the correct option. 18.845 is the correct option. A lollipop 6.28 kilograms of sugar took 4 batches of lollipops. How much sugar did the factory put in each batch? $46.28 divided by 4. Four times 1 is 4. Now bring the next digit down. 4 times 1 is 4. 6 take away 4 is 2. Put decimal point over here and 2 here. 4 times 5 is 20. Now bring 8 down. 4 times 7 is 28. Option number 1 is the correct option. That is 11.57. Option number 1 is the correct option. 11.57 kilograms it is. Okay, you can complete the lesson by yourself later today. Let me just move on to next lesson. The next lesson is estimate sums, differences, and products of decimals. Estimate the sum by rounding each number to nearest whole number. 6.1 plus 4.9. So we need to round both the numbers. Then we have to add. So 6.1. Six point one is rounded to 6 and 4.9. So 4.9 is almost equal to 5. So that is 6 plus 5. So 6 plus 5 makes 11. So that means 6.1 is rounded to 6 and 4.9 is rounded to 5. 6 plus 5 is 11. Let's just start with the test questions. Estimate the sum by rounding each number to the nearest whole number and then adding. 4.39. 4.39 is rounded to 4 and 2.3 is rounded to 2.3 is rounded to 2, right? Because the decimal point, the digit right after the decimal 3 is less than 5. So it would be rounded. 4 plus 2 is 6. Option number 1 is the correct option. That is 6. Option number 1 is the correct option. Zero point 0.52 times 4.94 is 0.52 is rounded to 1 and 4.94, the digit right after the decimal point is 9, right? So 9 is greater than 5, so 4.94 is rounded to 5. So 5 times 1 is option number 1 is the correct option. 5 times 1 is 5. 0.52. We have and right after the decimal point, we have 5. And 5 is equal to 5. So we need to round up. It would be rounded to 1. Option number 1 is the correct option. 5 it is. Estimate the product. 7.51 times 8.57. 7.5. The digit right after the decimal is 5. 5 is equal to 5. So 7.51 is rounded to 8. Then we have 8.57. So digit right after the decimal point is 5. So it would be rounded to 8. 8 times 9 is 72. 8 times 9 is 72. Option number 1 is the correct option. Seven point seven plus 6.6. 7.7 is rounded to 8 and 6.6 is rounded to 7. 8 plus 7 makes 15. 8 plus 7 makes 15. Option number 1 is the correct option. 15 it is. 6.1 t times 7.55. 6 times 6.13 is rounded to 6 and 7.55 is rounded to 8. That is 6 times 8 is 48. Option number 1 is the correct option. That is 48. Okay, you can complete the lesson by yourself later today. Let me just move on to next lesson. That is add, subtract, multiply, and divide decimals word problems. Let's just start with the test questions. Trisha's dog eats 1.4 kilograms of dog food each day. How many dog food will Trisha's dog eat in 4 days? So you have to do 1.4 times 4, right? Let's just multiply. 1.4 times 4. 4 times 4 is 16, right? 6 can carry 1. 4 times 1 is 4 and 5. That is 5.6 kilograms. Option number 1 is the correct option. Option number 1 is the correct option, 5.6 kilograms. Over the past few years, Jing has made 2 trips to visit the amusement park. He drove 74.9 kilograms in all. How far did Jing drove on each trip? So you have to do 74.9 in he did 2 trips. So you need to calculate how far did Jing drive in each trip. So you have to do 74.9 divided by 2. So let's just divide 74.9 by 2. That is 2 times 3 is 6. 7 take away 6 is 1. Now bring 4 down. 2 times 7 is 14. We have a decimal point, so put decimal point over here. Now bring the next digit down 2 times. 4 is 8. 9 take away 8 is 1. Now you can add a 0. So 2 times 8 is, sorry, 2 times 5 is 10. Option number 1 is the correct option, 37.5 it is. That is 37.50. Option number 2 is the correct option. 37.45, it is not 50. Option 1 is the correct option. A cookie factory used 9.9 kilograms of chocolate chips to make 9 batches of cookies. How many kilograms of chocolate chips did the factory put in each batch? So you have to divide it by 2. That is 1.1 kilogram. Option number 2 is the correct option. A cafeteria used 6.6 kilograms of beans to make 5 batches of chili. What quantity of beans went into each one? That is 1.32 kilograms. Okay, you can complete the lesson by yourself later today. So we were working on grade 7 math. Chapter we were working on is operations with decimals. The lessons we have covered today are divide decimals, divide decimals by whole numbers word problems, estimate sums, differences, and products of decimals, add, subtract, multiply, and divide decimals word problems. So please make sure before the next session you can complete all the practice questions for the lessons we just did. That is your homework until next session. So if you need more help with any of the lessons, you can simply click on the live chat button. Tutors are available there to help you, or either you can write them down in the chat box. I'm here to answer all your questions and confusions if you have any. So, and please ask if you have any. Any questions? Okay, then that's all for today. See you in the next session. Bye, everyone.